Ever catch yourself thinking of someone right before they text you? Like your heart knew they were thinking of you. What if you could sharpen that intuition and feel when someone special has you on their mind? Welcome to the 5th of June. Jung-Inspired Secrets to Sense when someone's thinking of you. This video dives deep into Carl Jung's powerful insights on synchronicity and the collective unconscious to unlock your ability to sense those invisible connections. No more chasing signs or doubting yourself. This is about trusting your inner energy and aligning it with theirs. Get ready to discover a game-changing 33-second exercise that's helped countless people feel when someone's thinking of them, often with surprising results in just 48 hours. Plus, you'll learn the #1 mistake that blocks your intuition and how to avoid it. By the end, you'll have 5 practical Carl Jung-inspired techniques to boost your inner voice, strengthen your relationships, and radiate unshakable confidence. Ready to tap into the magic of your intuition? Take a deep breath, and let's unlock those hidden signals together. First up, we'll explore how Carl Jung's synchronicity reveals the connections you're already feeling. Have you ever thought of someone out of the blue, only to get a text from them minutes later? Or maybe you felt a sudden wave of emotion, like they were right there with you, even though they're miles away. These moments aren't random. They're what Carl Jung called synchronicity. The meaningful coincidences that connect us beyond logic or explanation. Welcome to the first of our 5 Jung-inspired secrets to sense when someone's thinking of you. In this chapter, we'll explore how synchronicity works, why it's the key to unlocking your intuition, and how you can start noticing these signals in your own life. Carl Jung described synchronicity as events that seem unrelated but carry deep meaning when they happen together, like thinking of someone and then hearing from them. It's not magic. It's a glimpse into the collective unconscious, the shared layer of our psyche that connects us all. When someone thinks of you with strong emotion, their energy creates a ripple in this collective field, and your intuition picks it up like a radio signal. That sudden thought, that gut feeling, or that dream about them, that's your unconscious tuning into their frequency. Carl Jung believed these moments reveal a hidden connection, a kind of invisible thread, tying us to the people who matter most. Why does this matter? Because understanding synchronicity helps you trust your intuition instead of dismissing it as just a coincidence. When you start paying attention, you'll notice these signals everywhere. Maybe a song that reminds you of them plays right when you're feeling low, or their name pops up in a conversation unexpectedly. These are clues that their thoughts are reaching you, and by recognizing them, you're opening the door to a deeper connection. Carl Jung would say this is part of individuation, the journey to align with your authentic self. By tuning into synchronicity, you're not just sensing someone's thoughts, you're growing closer to your own inner truth. Let's make this real with a story. My friend Sarah had been feeling disconnected from her long-distance partner, Mark. One evening, she was journaling about him, feeling a strange pull in her chest, like he was trying to tell her something. Minutes later, her phone buzzed. It was Mark, texting to say he'd been thinking of her all day. Sarah could have brushed it off as chance, but she started noticing these moments more often. A random memory of Mark during a meeting, followed by a call from him that evening. When she learned about Carl Jung's synchronicity, it clicked. These weren't accidents. Her intuition was picking up Mark's energy through the collective unconscious, and the more she trusted it, the stronger those signals became. But here's the catch. Most of us miss these signals because we're too caught up in doubt or distraction. Maybe you felt someone thinking of you, but told yourself, it's just my imagination. Or you're so focused on external signs like checking their social media that you ignore the quiet whispers of your intuition. Carl Jung would argue that these doubts block your connection to the collective unconscious. To sense when someone's thinking of you, you need to quiet the noise and trust the subtle cues your body and mind are already receiving. Let's try another example. Imagine you're at work, buried in emails. When a vivid memory of your best friend pops into your head, you haven't spoken in weeks, but you feel a sudden urge to reach out. Later that day, you find out they were going through a tough time and thinking of you at that exact moment. That's synchronicity at work. Your unconscious picked up their emotional signal. The more you pay attention to these moments, the more you'll notice them. It's like tuning a radio. Once you find the right frequency, the signal comes through loud and clear. So, how do you start noticing these signals? Here's a practical tip. Keep a synchronicity journal. Every time you have a sudden thought, feeling, or dream about someone, write it down. Note the time, what you were doing, and any emotions you felt. Then, pay attention to what happens next. Do you hear from them? See their name somewhere? Over time, you'll spot patterns that prove your intuition is picking up real signals. For example, my colleague David started journaling after learning about synchronicity. He noticed that every time he felt a warm sensation in his chest while thinking of his sister, she'd call within a day. That journal became his proof that these moments weren't random, they were his intuition at work. Another way to tune in is to pause and listen to your body. Carl Jung believed the body is a bridge to the unconscious. So physical sensations like a racing heart, a tingling feeling, or a sudden warmth can be clues. Next time you feel something unusual, don't brush it off. Take a deep breath. Close your eyes and ask yourself, who am I thinking of right now? You might be surprised by how often that person reaches out soon after. Here's why this is so powerful. Recognizing synchronicity isn't just about feeling someone's thoughts, it's about trusting yourself. Carl Jung taught that the collective unconscious connects us all. But it's your ability to listen that makes the difference. When you start noticing these signals, you're not just strengthening your intuition, you're building confidence in your own inner voice. That's a step toward individuation, where you live as your truest self, free from doubt or external validation. Let's take it a step further. Think about a time you felt someone in your heart, maybe a parent, a friend, or a partner without any logical reason. Did you dismiss it, or did you act on it and reach out? Next time it happens, trust that feeling, write it down. Notice what follows, and see how it aligns. You'll be amazed at how often these coincidences prove true. One more story to drive it home. My neighbor, Anna, kept dreaming about an old friend she hadn't spoken to in years. Each dream felt so vivid, she couldn't shake it. After learning about synchronicity, she decided to trust the signal and sent a quick message. Her friend replied instantly, saying she'd been thinking of Anna for weeks. That moment changed how Anna saw her intuition. She realized it was a gift, a way to connect through the collective unconscious. So, the next time you feel that spark of someone on your mind, don't ignore it. Channel Carl Jung's wisdom and lean into synchronicity. Trust those subtle signals, and you'll start seeing the invisible threads that connect you to others. Up next, we'll dive into how your anima or animus, the masculine or feminine energy within you, amplifies these intuitive connections. Have you ever felt a deep, unexplainable pull towards someone? Like your heart and soul were speaking to each other without words. That electric connection, that spark that feels bigger than just you, might be your anima or animus at work, the hidden masculine or feminine energy within you. As described by Carl Jung, welcome to the second of our 5 Jung-Inspired Secrets to sense when someone's thinking of you. In this chapter, we'll dive into how aligning with your anima or animus, the inner counterpart to your gender, can amplify your intuition and help you feel those invisible connections with the people who matter most. Carl Jung's concept of anima and animus is a cornerstone of his psychology. The anima is the feminine energy within men, while the animus is the masculine energy within women. These inner archetypes act like a bridge between your conscious mind and the collective unconscious, connecting you to others on a deeper level. When someone thinks of you with strong emotion, their energy can resonate with your anima or animus, creating a powerful, intuitive signal. That sudden warmth in your chest, that vivid dream, or that moment you feel inexplicably close to someone, that's your anima or animus, tuning into their frequency, picking up their thoughts through the collective unconscious. Carl Jung believed that by aligning with this inner energy, you strengthen your ability to sense these connections and trust your intuition. Why does this matter? Because your anima or animus is like an antenna for emotional and energetic signals. When you're out of touch with this inner energy, maybe because of stress, self-doubt, or societal expectations, you miss the subtle cues that someone's thinking of you. But when you align with your anima or animus, you become more receptive, like a radio picking up a clear signal. This alignment is also a step toward individuation, Carl Jung's process of becoming your truest self. By embracing your inner masculine or feminine energy, you're not just sensing someone's thoughts, you're unlocking a deeper connection to your own psyche and the people you care about. Let's bring this to life with a story. My friend Emma, a confident career woman, always felt disconnected from her softer, intuitive side. She'd been thinking about her partner, Alex, but dismissed her gut feelings as silly until she learned about the animus. Emma started exploring her masculine energy, her decisiveness, her inner strength, through journaling and meditation. One day, while reflecting on Alex, she felt a strong urge to call him, like her animus was guiding her. When she did, Alex said he'd been thinking of her at that exact moment, feeling a pull to reach out but hesitating. Emma's alignment with her animus had amplified her intuition, making her more attuned to Alex's energy. That moment deepened their connection and helped Emma trust her inner voice. But here's the challenge: most of us aren't in tune with our anima or animus. Maybe you've been taught to suppress your feminine side to stay strong, or your masculine side to be polite. These societal pressures can block your intuitive antenna, making it harder to sense when someone's thinking of you. Carl Jung would say that embracing your anima or animus is about balance, honoring both the soft and strong parts of yourself. When you do, you open a channel to the collective unconscious, where emotional connections thrive. Let's try another example. Imagine you're a guy who's been taught to hide emotions, to be tough. You keep thinking about a close friend, but you brush it off, assuming it's nothing. Then you learn about the anima, your inner feminine energy, and start embracing it by reflecting on your feelings. One evening, you feel a sudden warmth while thinking of your friend, and the next day, they text you out of nowhere, saying they were reminiscing about you. That's your anima at work, picking up their signal through the collective unconscious. So, how do you align with your anima or animus? Here's a practical tip. Try a guided reflection exercise. Find a quiet space. Close your eyes and take a few deep breaths. If you're a woman, visualize your animus maybe as a strong, confident figure who embodies decisiveness or courage. If you're a man, visualize your anima perhaps as a nurturing, intuitive presence. Ask this inner figure, "What do you want me to know?" Or "Who's thinking of me right now?" Write down any thoughts, feelings, or images that come up. This exercise helps you connect with your inner energy and strengthens your intuitive radar. Another real-life story: my colleague, Michael, always prided himself on logic, but struggled with relationships. After learning about the anima, he started a daily practice of reflecting on his emotions before bed. One night, He felt a vivid image of his sister, who lived far away. The next morning, she called, saying she'd been thinking of him during a tough moment. Michael's alignment with his anima opened him to these intuitive signals, proving they weren't just coincidences. Here's a second tip. Embrace activities that balance your inner energies. If you're a woman, tap into your animus by trying something assertive, like speaking up in a meeting or setting a bold goal. If you're a man, connect with your anima through creative or emotional outlets, like writing poetry or listening to music that moves you. These actions help you integrate your anima or animus, making you more receptive to the thoughts and energies of others. Aligning with your anima or animus does more than amplify your intuition, it empowers you. Carl Jung believed that embracing these inner archetypes is key to individuation, helping you live as your authentic self. When you're in tune with both your masculine and feminine energies, you radiate a magnetic presence that draws others to you. Even across distances, you're not just sensing their thoughts, you're becoming a stronger, more whole version of yourself. Let's take it a step further. Think about a time you felt a strong connection to someone, but doubted it because it didn't make sense. Maybe you felt their presence in a quiet moment or dreamed of them vividly. Next time, don't dismiss it. Reflect on your anima or animus and ask, what's this energy telling me? You'll be amazed at how often these feelings align with reality. One final story to seal it. My friend Priya felt stuck in her relationship, always second-guessing her partner's feelings. After exploring her animus through meditation, she started trusting her gut. One day, she felt a sudden calm while thinking of her partner, and hours later, he surprised her with a heartfelt message. That alignment with her animus not only strengthened her intuition, but also deepened her confidence in their bond. So, the next time you feel that spark of connection, don't ignore it. Channel Carl Jung's wisdom and align with your anima or animus. Embrace your inner balance and watch how it amplifies your ability to sense when someone's thinking of you. Up next, we'll explore how to clear emotional blocks to make your intuition even sharper. Have you ever felt a spark of intuition about someone, like a sudden thought or a tug at your heart, but then dismissed it because doubt or fear crept in? What if those doubts are blocking your ability to sense when someone's thinking of you? Welcome to the third of our 5 Jung-Inspired Secrets, clearing your emotional blocks. In this chapter, we'll explore how Carl Jung's concept of the shadow self, the hidden parts of your psyche, can cloud your intuition, and how you can clear these blocks to sharpen your inner radar. By letting go of fear, insecurity, and negativity, you'll open a clear channel to feel those invisible connections. Carl Jung taught that the shadow self is the part of you that you push away the fears, insecurities, or emotions you don't want to face. When someone's thinking of you, their energy sends a signal through the collective unconscious. But if your shadow is cluttered with doubt or anxiety, it's like static on a radio. You might feel a fleeting sense of their thoughts but brush it off because you're worried they don't care, or you're scared of being wrong. Carl Jung believed that integrating your shadow, acknowledging and releasing these hidden emotions, is key to individuation, the journey to your truest self. By clearing your emotional blocks, you're not just tuning into someone's thoughts, you're becoming more aligned with your own inner power. Why does this work? Emotional blocks like fear or self-doubt create noise in your psyche, drowning out the subtle signals of intuition. When you're constantly wondering, are they thinking of me? Or, what if I'm imagining it? You're acting from a place of lack. As Carl Jung would say, projecting your shadow onto the situation. Clearing these blocks quiets that noise, letting you hear the signals from the collective unconscious. It's like cleaning a foggy window. You suddenly see the world outside clearly. Let's bring this to life with a story. My friend Jessica was always second-guessing her intuition about her partner. Ryan. She'd feel a sudden warmth or think of him out of nowhere. But her insecurities worries that he wasn't as invested would make her dismiss it. After learning about Carl Jung's shadow self, Jessica started journaling about her fears that she wasn't enough, that Ryan might pull away. By facing these emotions, she realized they were blocking her intuition. One day, after a journaling session, she felt a strong sense of Ryan's presence. Instead of doubting it, she trusted it. Hours later, Ryan called, saying he'd been thinking of her all day. Clearing her emotional blocks had opened her to those intuitive signals, strengthening her confidence and their bond. Here's the challenge: most of us carry emotional blocks without realizing it. Maybe you're holding on to fear of rejection, or you're replaying a past moment when someone let you down. These emotions, buried in your shadow, act like a filter, distorting the signals you receive. Carl Jung would say that to sense someone's thoughts, you need to face your shadow head-on. That doesn't mean ignoring your feelings, it means acknowledging them, releasing them, and creating space for clarity. Let's try another example. Imagine you're thinking of a close friend, Sarah, but you're hesitant to reach out because you're afraid she's too busy for you. That fear is part of your shadow, blocking your intuition. One evening, you feel a sudden urge to text her, but doubt stops you. After learning about Carl Jung's shadow self, you decide to face that fear. You write down, "I'm scared Sarah doesn't value our friendship." By naming it, you release its grip. The next day, Sarah texts you, saying she was thinking of you during a tough moment. Clearing that emotional block let you tune into her signal through the collective unconscious. So, how do you clear your emotional blocks? Here's a practical tip. Try a shadow journaling exercise. Find a quiet space. Grab a notebook and write down any fears or doubts that come up when you think of someone special. Ask yourself, what am I afraid of in this connection, or what's holding me back from trusting my intuition? Be honest. Write without judgment. Then, read what you wrote and imagine releasing those fears, like letting go of a heavy weight. This exercise helps you face your shadow and clear the static from your intuitive channel. Another story to make it real, my colleague. Brian struggled with trusting his intuition about his sister, Emily. He'd feel her presence but dismiss it, worried he was being overly sentimental. After trying shadow journaling, Brian wrote about his fear of seeming too emotional. By acknowledging it, he felt lighter. One afternoon, he had a vivid thought of Emily, and instead of doubting it, he called her. She was thrilled, saying she'd been thinking of him during a stressful day. Clearing his emotional blocks had sharpened his intuition, proving the signal was real. Here's another tip. Practice a cleansing breath ritual. Sit comfortably, close your eyes, and take 10 slow, deep breaths. With each exhale, imagine releasing a specific doubt or fear, like, "I'm not worthy of their thoughts," or "I'm afraid of being wrong." Picture these emotions drifting away like smoke. After 10 breaths, focus on a positive intention, like, "I'm open to receiving clear signals." This ritual quiets your shadow and aligns your energy with the collective unconscious. Clearing your emotional blocks does more than boost your intuition, it empowers you. Carl Jung believed that facing your shadow is a cornerstone of individuation, helping you live authentically. When you let go of fear and doubt, you create space for your inner voice to shine, making it easier to sense when someone's thinking of you. You're not just clearing static, you're stepping into your power as a confident, intuitive person. Let's take it further. Think about a time you felt someone on your mind, but let doubt stop you from acting on it. Maybe you worried they didn't care or that you were imagining things. Next time, try the shadow journaling exercise. Write down those doubts. Release them. And notice what happens. You might be surprised when a text or call confirms your intuition. One final story: my friend Laura used to feel anxious about her long-distance friend, Tom. She'd sense him thinking of her but dismiss it, fearing he'd moved on. After learning about the shadow self, Laura tried the cleansing breath ritual. One evening, after releasing her fears, she felt a calm certainty about Tom. The next day, he emailed her, saying he'd been reminiscing about their friendship. That moment showed Laura her intuition was real and stronger, without her emotional blocks. So, the next time doubt clouds your intuition, don't let it win. Channel Carl Jung's wisdom and clear your emotional blocks. Face your shadow. Release the noise. And watch your intuitive signals come through loud and clear. Up next, we'll dive into the powerful 33-second exercise that brings all these pieces together. Imagine this: you're sitting quietly, and in just 33 seconds, you align your energy so powerfully that you can feel someone thinking of you, maybe even see a sign from them within hours. Sounds like magic. Right. It's not. It's a focused, intentional practice rooted in Carl Jung's insights on synchronicity and the collective unconscious. Welcome to the fourth of our 5 Jung-Inspired Secrets, to sense when someone's thinking of you. In this chapter, we'll walk you through a game-changing 33-second exercise that combines your mind, heart, and body to send a clear signal through the collective unconscious. By mastering this technique, you'll amplify your intuition and feel those invisible connections with confidence. Carl Jung believed that when you focus your thoughts with strong emotion, you create a ripple in the collective unconscious, a shared psychic space that connects us all. The 33-second exercise is designed to align 3 key centers: your conscious mind, where you set a clear intention; your heart, where you amplify emotion; and your body, where you anchor the energy. When these align, your intuition becomes a laser-focused signal, picking up and even influencing the thoughts of someone special. This isn't about forcing someone to think of you, it's about trusting your own energy to resonate with theirs, creating a moment of synchronicity that you can feel. Why is this so powerful? Most of us try to sense someone's thoughts from a place of doubt or desperation, which, as Carl Jung would say, clouds the signal with our shadow self. The 33-second exercise flips that script. By grounding yourself in a state of calm certainty, you send a clear message through the collective unconscious, and you'll often see results like a text, a call, or a sudden memory within hours or days. Let's dive into how it works, step by step, and bring it to life with real stories. First, let's set the stage with a story. My friend Rachel was struggling to feel connected to her long-distance partner, Ethan. She'd think of him constantly, but felt stuck in doubt, wondering if he was thinking of her. After learning about Jung's synchronicity, she tried the 33-second exercise. One evening, she sat quietly, followed the steps, and felt a surge of calm confidence. The next morning, Ethan texted her out of nowhere, saying he'd been thinking of her all night. Rachel's focused energy had created a ripple, and the synchronicity was undeniable. Here's how to do the 33-second exercise, broken down into 3 simple phases. Phase 1. Prepare your mind. Find a quiet space where you won't be disturbed for a few minutes. Early morning or evening works best when your energy is clearest. Close your eyes and take 3 deep breaths. Inhale through your nose. I hold for a moment, and exhale through your mouth. Let your thoughts float by like clouds. Don't force them to stop. This calms your conscious mind, clearing the static so your signal can shine through. Spend about a minute here to ground yourself. Phase 2. Connect with emotion. Now, think of the person you want to connect with, not from a place of longing or fear, but as if they're already thinking of you. Picture them in a familiar setting, like their home or workplace. Pausing for a moment as your image pops into their mind. Don't force a detailed scene. Just feel it in your body. What would it feel like to know they're thinking of you right now? Let your heart fill with calm certainty. Gratitude or love. Choose a physical gesture to anchor this feeling, maybe touching your chest, folding your hands, or placing a finger on your forehead. Do this gesture gently while breathing deeply, and hold the feeling for about 15 seconds. This aligns your heart and amplifies the signal through the collective unconscious. Phase 3. Seal the energy. For the final 10 to 15 seconds, let go of the image with gratitude, like ending a phone call knowing you've been heard. Take one last deep breath. Release your gesture and say silently or aloud, "My signal is sent, and I'm open to receiving." Open your eyes and trust that the energy is active. Don't obsess over when or how the sign will come. Just stay open to synchronicities, like a text, a dream, or a coincidence. Let's make it real with another example. My colleague, Daniel. I wanted to reconnect with an old friend, Sophie. He tried the 33-second exercise, focusing on Sophie with a sense of gratitude rather than need. During the exercise, he felt a warm calm, and the next day, Sophie messaged him, saying she'd been thinking of their old memories. Daniel's clear, intentional energy had created a moment of synchronicity, proving the exercise's power. Here's a key tip. Avoid the #1 mistake, doing this exercise from a place of lack. If you're desperate for a sign, as Carl Jung would say, your shadow self sends a signal of absence, not connection. Before starting, check in with yourself. Are you acting from fear or trust? If fear creeps in, pause and use the cleansing breath ritual from Chapter 3 to release it. Then try again with a mindset of calm certainty. Another story to drive it home. My friend Olivia felt disconnected from her sister, Claire. She tried thinking about Claire intensely but got no response, likely because her anxiety was blocking the signal. After learning the 33-second exercise, Olivia focused on Claire with gratitude, using a gentle hand-on-heart gesture. The next evening, Claire called, saying she'd felt a sudden urge to reach out. Olivia's clear signal had cut through the noise, creating a powerful moment of connection. This exercise works because it aligns your mind, heart, and body, creating what Carl Jung called a synchronistic event, a meaningful coincidence that bridges you to another person. It's not about control, it's about trust. By mastering this 33-second practice, you're not just sensing someone's thoughts, you're stepping into your intuitive power. A key part of Carl Jung's individuation process, you're telling the universe, "I'm open, I'm ready, and I trust my inner voice." Let's take it further. Think about a time you tried to connect with someone, but felt blocked by doubt or neediness. Next time, use the 33-second exercise. Ground yourself, feel the connection, and let it go with trust. Notice what happens. Maybe a call, a message, or a vivid dream. You'll be amazed at how often these signals align. One final tip: practice this exercise regularly, but not obsessively. Once a day or every few days is enough to keep your intuition sharp. Overdoing it from a place of desperation can cloud the signal, so always approach it with calm confidence. So, the next time you want to feel someone's thoughts, don't chase or doubt. Channel Carl Jung's wisdom and master the 33-second exercise. Align your energy, trust your intuition, and watch synchronicity unfold. Up next, we'll explore how living as your authentic self makes these connections even stronger. What if the secret to sensing when someone's thinking of you isn't just about intuition, but about becoming the truest version of yourself? When you live authentically, you radiate a magnetic energy that draws others to you, even across distances. Welcome to the fifth and final Jung-Inspired secret to sense when someone's thinking of you. In this chapter, we'll explore how Carl Jung's concept of individuation, the journey to integrate all parts of your psyche, amplifies your ability to feel those invisible connections. By embracing your authentic self, you'll not only sense others' thoughts, but also unlock a life of confidence, clarity, and effortless connection. Carl Jung described individuation as the process of becoming whole by embracing every part of yourself, your strengths, your flaws, your passions, and even your shadow. When you live as your authentic self, you align with the collective unconscious, the shared psychic space that connects us all. This alignment makes you a beacon, sending and receiving signals with clarity. When someone thinks of you, their energy resonates with your authentic vibration, creating moments of synchronicity, those meaningful coincidences where you feel their presence, whether through a sudden thought, a dream, or a sign like a text. Carl Jung believed that individuation isn't just about self-discovery, it's about becoming a channel for deeper connections with others. Why does this matter? Living authentically clears the clutter of self-doubt, fear, or the need for external validation, which can block your intuitive signals. When you're trying to please others or hiding parts of yourself, your energy is scattered, making it harder to sense when someone's thinking of you. But when you embrace who you truly are, you create a clear, powerful frequency that resonates through the collective unconscious. It's like tuning a radio to the perfect station. Suddenly, the signals come through loud and clear. Let's make this real with a story. My friend Lauren spent years trying to be the perfect partner for her boyfriend, Jake. She suppressed her quirky humor and bold dreams to fit his expectations, but she felt disconnected, unable to sense his emotions. After learning about individuation, Lauren decided to embrace her true self. She started expressing her humor, pursuing her passions, and letting go of the need to please. One day, while laughing at a joke that felt so her, she felt a sudden warmth, like Jake was thinking of her. Hours later, Jake called, saying he'd been reminiscing about her all day. Lauren's authentic energy had aligned her with Jake's thoughts, creating a powerful moment of synchronicity. Here's the challenge: many of us hide parts of ourselves to fit in. Maybe you tone down your personality, avoid sharing your dreams, or worry about being too much. Carl Jung would say, this disconnects you from your authentic self, weakening your intuitive antenna. Living authentically means embracing all of you, the bold, the quiet, the messy, the brilliant. When you do, you send a signal through the collective unconscious that's so strong, others can't help but feel it, even from afar. Let's try another example. Imagine you're a guy named Ethan who's always felt pressure to act cool around friends. You hide your love for poetry, thinking it's not masculine enough. Then you learn about individuation and start writing poems again, embracing that creative side. One evening, while lost in a poem, you feel a strong sense of your friend Mia. The next day, Mia texts, saying she was thinking of you during a quiet moment. By living authentically, you aligned your energy, making it easier to sense Mia's thoughts through the collective unconscious. So, how do you live as your authentic self? Here's a practical tip. Try a self-expression journal. Each day, write down one thing you love about yourself, maybe a quirky habit, a dream, or a strength you've hidden. Then, take one small action to express it, like sharing a passion with a friend or wearing something that feels like you. This practice helps you integrate all parts of your psyche. As Carl Jung taught, strengthening your connection to the collective unconscious. Another story to bring it home, my colleague. Sophia always felt she had to be professional at work, hiding her playful side. After learning about individuation, she started embracing her creativity, sharing funny ideas in meetings. One day, while sketching a silly doodle, she felt a sudden connection to her brother, Liam. Later, Liam called, saying he'd been thinking of her. Sophia's authentic energy had opened her intuition, creating a clear channel for synchronicity. Here's another tip: practice authentic actions daily. Do something that feels true to you. No matter how small, sing your favorite song, share an honest opinion, or pursue a hobby you've shelved. These actions align you with your authentic self, making your energy a magnet for others' thoughts. Carl Jung would say, this is individuation in action, living as your whole self. Free from masks or expectations, living authentically isn't just about sensing others' thoughts, it's about empowerment. When you embrace your true self, you radiate a confidence that draws people to you. Even without effort, you become a beacon in the collective unconscious, effortlessly picking up signals like dreams, sudden thoughts, or unexpected message. This is the heart of Carl Jung's philosophy. By becoming whole, you connect more deeply with others. Let's take it further. Think about a time you held back a part of yourself to fit in. Maybe you stayed quiet to avoid judgment, or hid a passion to seem normal. How did that feel? Now, imagine embracing that part of you. The next time you feel someone on your mind, lean into your authentic self. Do something that lights you up, and notice what happens. You might get a call or text that confirms your intuition. One final story: my friend Noah felt disconnected from his girlfriend, Ava, because he was always trying to be the perfect partner. After learning about individuation, he started embracing his love for hiking and storytelling. One day, while hiking and feeling fully himself, he sensed Ava strongly. That evening, Ava texted, saying she'd been thinking of him all day. Noah's authentic energy had aligned their connection, proving the power of living true to yourself. So, don't dim your light to fit in. Channel Carl Jung's wisdom and live as your authentic self. Embrace every part of you. Radiate your unique energy, and watch how it amplifies your intuition. You'll sense when someone's thinking of you with clarity and confidence. Up next, we'll wrap up with a powerful outro to tie it all together and ignite your inner spark. You've just unlocked 5 powerful Jung-inspired secrets to sense when someone's thinking of you. From tapping into synchronicity to embracing your authentic self through individuation, this journey isn't just about feeling a connection, it's about trusting your intuition, aligning your energy, and stepping into the magnetic power of who you truly are. By practicing these techniques, tuning into the collective unconscious, clearing emotional blocks, and mastering the 33-second exercise, you're not just sensing others' thoughts, you're becoming a beacon of confidence, radiating energy that draws meaningful connections to you, effortlessly, like a spark of synchronicity lighting up your life. Picture this every time you trust your inner voice. Journal a synchronicity, or live authentically. You're sending a signal through the universe that says, I'm ready, I'm open, I'm whole. Those moments when you feel someone's presence, a sudden thought, a vivid dream, or an unexpected text, are proof that your intuition is alive and powerful. So, what's one moment you felt someone thinking of you? Maybe a coincidence that felt too perfect. or a gut feeling that came true? Drop your story in the comments below. Let's share those magical synchronicities and inspire each other. If these Carl Jung-inspired insights ignited a spark in you, hit that like button to spread the energy. Subscribe to Jung Psyche Hub and tap the bell to never miss a video on unlocking your inner potential. Share this with someone who needs to trust their intuition, whether it's a friend, a family member, or someone special. Keep practicing these techniques. Stay true to your authentic self and watch the universe align with your energy. You're not just sensing connections, you're creating them. Until next time, trust your inner signal, radiate your light, and keep shining.